Hi, friends. Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi, my name is Marina Shepelsky. I'm the founding attorney and CEO of Shepelsky Law Group. We are a New York-based immigration law firm, and this is my weekly Friday immigration news show where we talk about everything that has to do with immigration. And I'm coming to you from two devices. I have my StreamYard that helps me with YouTube and Facebook, and I have my phone for TikTok. I'm live on TikTok today. I picked TikTok because we've been having so many responses from people on TikTok, and so I'm giving them a shout out and thank you to all my TikTok followers, and thank you to all my YouTube followers. We are here Friday, happy Friday, TGIF, and let's talk about the news with immigration today. So they're so delayed right now with they're so delayed. Hello, some people are saying hello. Hi on TikTok. Hello, hello. One moment. Turn on do not disturb. I had to turn that on. Oh my God, no. Turn on do not disturb. All right, do not disturb is on so that I can do my live without getting interrupted every 2 minutes. Okay, so the news of the week is the H-1B visas are so delayed with even processing and issuing receipts at the Vermont Service Center that they transferred a bunch of those cases to California, and they're asking for your patience to allow time for the California Service Center to process the transferred cases. Don't send them duplicates. You're fine. Just wait. Okay, so that's the news of this morning. What else did I want to tell you? People from Afghanistan are applying for TPS. They're applying for different benefits that they're eligible for right now. And the show is about immigration news, by the way, if you're just joining. Immigration news in the United States. I'm a lawyer. I'm a founder of a law group that does immigration law. So we're talking about immigration news. So people from Afghanistan, especially people who supported the U.S. troops, are getting some great immigration benefits. So they're helping people from Afghanistan as much as they can. People from Cameroon, from Africa, got TPS as well. And those people are now filing for temporary asylum. TPS is like temporary protection, temporary asylum. And if you are from Cameroon, we can help you. The cutoff date, I'm just going to look it up real quick for you guys. The cutoff date for Cameroon. I'm looking up what date you had to be in the United States. Okay, so to be eligible for TPS from Cameroon, individuals have to show that they were in the United States as of April 14. So if you, oh, hi, Praisey, you're from Cameroon. Hello. So we have somebody from Cameroon watching. If you know somebody in the United States, or if you were in the United States and you guys were here as of April 14th, you're getting a great status, temporary asylum, TPS, where you get a work permit, you can do advanced parole, and you can live here legally for 18 months, and it will be renewed, I'm sure. And hi, Marina says to BR, not to be you. Okay, so the next thing that I wanted to discuss is, this happened in our office this week. And so I'm just, it's not like in the news, but it's in the news for us, for our law practice. So we do immigration law. We have these clients from, let's say from Mexico. They're not from Mexico, but let's say they're from Mexico. They came to us, they were still dating, and they got arrested. Both of them got arrested, but only the husband was actually booked and held by the police because he was behind the driving wheel, and he was arrested for driving while intoxicated, even though they're saying he wasn't even driving. He was just sitting in the car waiting for her. She is the citizen. So because of his arrest, he was placed in court proceedings. He started to have a deportation case against him. We once he got married, we filed a marriage petition for him. We went to court. We said, look, let's keep him here. He's got now a wife who's a citizen. They got married. He has a wife. Let's get him a green card. This was a minor arrest, and things were looking good. But then COVID started. Because of COVID, his court was canceled. It was adjourned a couple of times, which means moved to a different date, transferred to a different date. After that, finally, we get a court date. We were working and preparing something for July, and we get a letter saying that his case was revoked. Revoked meaning it was approved before for the immigration petition, but all of a sudden they're taking out the approval status. So right now we think it could be two options. Either because it's been pending so long, his green card application, they just revoked it on their own automatically, or maybe the wife, because they have been fighting a lot. And when we prepare them for court, they fight and fight. Maybe the wife wrote them a letter saying she wants to withdraw her petition. That's been happening a lot when people are under stress, they fight. Sometimes the U.S. citizen spouse says, you know what, I think you're only married to me for a green card. And they write a letter to USCIS. I had one case like this, not this case, and saying, I want to withdraw the petition. Then they make up. So they say, okay, fine, I love you, I don't want to break up, I don't want to get divorced. And then we are like, okay, but you cannot undo that. That's a serious thing when you write to withdraw your USCIS case, right? So we had to write them another letter and do all this and explain. And finally, when the interview was scheduled, it was a pretty tough interview, but I personally went with them and it went really well. And the guy got a green card. And that guy was from UK. These people from Mexico, I don't know, we're going to have to work on getting them on the same page. Are we reinstating this, or maybe even think about doing a VAWA for him? Because if this is part of her abusive behavior of him, she abused him and finally withdrew her petition, even though this was a real marriage and they always came together, and even her mother was coming with them as her witness, and his kids were going to be his witnesses to prove that yes, they live together. This is a real green card marriage case. Who knows? They were fighting, and maybe she withdrew the case. And now we're going to work it out and see how we can fix the situation. Okay, I got some questions, and then I'll jump into my YouTube. My YouTube people, write me how you can see me, because I actually had to connect the Wi-Fi directly by wire into my computer, and I think the picture is good on YouTube. If you think the picture is good, write me a thumbs up in the comments here on YouTube. And TikTok looks fine too. So if you guys on TikTok are seeing me and everything is good, just let me know. Say, I can see you, Marina. I can hear you. Just checking in with everyone. Okay. And by the way, again, thank you for watching me, because imagine if I was sitting here all by myself talking to myself. That would be insane. Okay, let's get right into hellos. Mani Kumar always watches me. It says, hello, good to see you. I had a migraine this morning, but I was like, I'm not giving up on my viewers. I'm still going to do this. I took a pill. It's getting better. Thank God. Kelly saying good morning. Kelly saying good afternoon. Blessed afternoon, says Temi Tope Joseph. Thank you for always watching. He says, thank you for all my help, because I've been doing this every Friday for almost a year. So now I have regulars. Kajal Patel says he has an important question, which I'll get to in a minute. Somebody's asking me, what do I think about the Dignity Act? I haven't really been following. Let's see, Dignity Act. Let me see. The Dignity for All Students. This is for people who were brought here young, at their young age. This is something about hiring more ICE people, making sure all the businesses have to do the e-verify to check the legal status of each employee. And for people inside the United States, through the 10-year dignity program, undocumented immigrants will be provided a chance to work, earn legal status, pay restitution, and get right by the law. I like this idea. I really like it. I think a lot of people would be willing to pay the restitution over 10 years and check in with DHS, and then they will probably end up getting work permits and green cards. I really like this program. A lot of people would be eligible. But this was just suggested in February, so nothing has happened on this yet. So we'll see. I like it. It's a good program. It's a good suggestion, but nothing has happened on this yet. I haven't heard much about it. What else? How long does it take to get a U visa bona fide decision after submitting? Around 2 years. It's really delayed. All right, let's see some questions I have. I'm going to just get to the questions, you guys. I know you're only here for me to answer the questions. My news, nobody really cares about. I'm going to cry. It's so sad. Nobody cares about the news. You guys have Google, so you read the news. Okay, hello. A lot of people are saying hello. How do I share? Oh, you guys should share my live video on TikTok. It tells me, TikTok is encouraging me to tell my followers to share my live video. And this way more people can tune in and get help. There's a good question from To Be or Not to Be You. How long after the VAWA application do you get the work permit? You get the work permit after. Why is it doing that? It's weird. You get the work permit for filing VAWA. Usually, if you file for green card and VAWA at the same time, you get the work permit after about 10, 11 months under the current processing time. Now, some people don't file the I-485 because they're not eligible to file it right away. If you have to wait for the work permit that's based on the VAWA alone without filing the I-485 green card application. The VAWA alone work permit takes as long as your VAWA takes. And that could take, we just got one case approved for a lady from Illinois this week. It took her 10 months. Also, some people have been waiting 3.5 years. So it could be anywhere between 10 months to 3.5 years. All right. What else? How long does it take for the I-751 removal of conditions interview? That's where people file based on having a 2-year green card and they go to the 10-year green card. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to look up the processing times because that's the best way. And by the way, free check. Guys, you go to uscis.gov. You go to check case processing times. You find your form from the drop-down menu, I-751. Then you find out from what service center it's being handled at, right? And you can look at the latest letter you have from them. And you look in the bottom left corner. It tells you what service center is taking care of it. Let's say you're in California, the California service center. Right now, California is super quick. They're taking 10 months. But if you have the unfortunate to be in the Texas service center, they're taking, actually also not bad, 11 months. Vermont service center, 14.5 months. And you know what, guys? They're really expediting. They're speeding up. I do see a difference from even last month. So their petitions to remove conditions are taking much quicker now than before. This is great. Okay, would you advise to expedite your VAWA case? There's really no way to expedite it. We've tried, unless like somebody's dying or you have some, cancer, God forbid, but like you have something really dangerous to your life, then they'll expedite. Otherwise, they won't expedite. VAWA is really difficult to push through faster. Okay, we have a question from Kajal Patel. I have a marriage-based Green card interview this month at the end. However, just found out that my ex-husband has a pending VAWA case with his second wife. How does this affect me? You are the citizen, I presume. No, wait. You're married to somebody before, and your ex has a pending VAWA case. It doesn't affect you in any way. Don't worry. It doesn't do anything. Douglas says, good afternoon, good morning. How long do I have to wait for the I-130 to process? I filed in April for my daughter and her family. And what is the next step forward, and how long do I have to wait? I assume that you filed for your married daughter and you filed for her family. So I go to the current visa bulletin. Those are the 3 words I Google: current visa bulletin. I open the site with the Department of State, and then I look at this month's visa bulletin to see what dates they're working on. And married children of U.S. citizens are the F3 category. F3, they're currently working on, I think, November 2008. Judging by that, you have to wait about 14 years for your daughter and her family's petition to be ripe to get the visa. So it's going to be a long process, unfortunately. A long process, Douglas. Okay. What else? Hello, says to here. Fauday says, I filed the I-730 for my husband. The I-730 petition is the asylum petition where the main person, the principal, so I guess Fauday, has asylum. They were granted, approved for asylum. Now they're filing for her husband, and she's been waiting since 2020. What should she do? I'm going to the USCIS processing times again and checking what their processing times are. They now report what 80% of the cases in your category are doing. So we'll look up I-730 refugee asylee relative petition. We look up, let's say it's Nebraska. I don't know what service center is handling yours. I go to the site, it says 12 months. They're way over. If this is in Nebraska, they're way over their processing times. But if you're in the Texas Service Center, they're 25 months. So it probably, to me, it looks like you're in the Texas Service Center. You can call USCIS and you can tell them that your case is taking too long, and please, would you be able to expedite? And if you have any paperwork that somebody's sick, like your husband is sick or something like that, it would help to expedite it. Hello, madam, says Fatuma. I'm from Kenya, so my case category is F2B. My priority date is October 31, 2016. And she already looked at the next month, July 2022 visa bulletin. And it says that the priority date is finally moving to October 2016. So you're almost there. That means maybe in August, they will be current, or like August, September, they'll be current with your date, and they will email you that they need you to upload your affidavit of support, your visa applications, and you're very, very close. You're very close. Maya Kumar wants to say hello. Goma Prajapati says hello. Juan says, I have been waiting on a decision with adjustment of status filed concurrently. What does the UIR review means on FOIA file sent to me? I have been waiting for a decision since 2018. It means they're looking over your case and checking your background. Omar is asking, does texting messages and psychologist report, are they enough as abuse evidence and guarantee to win VAWA? There's no guarantee to win VAWA, and I cannot tell you if that alone is enough, but you should also get witness letters. That really will help you. Okay, on TikTok, PB says, my asylum case date was May 2020, but due to COVID, it's canceled. What's next? They will reschedule you and send you a new letter, and I don't know when that's going to be. What is the bona fide determination letter do? It's for the U visa people. if you get that bona fide determination for anybody who's waiting for the U visa. Now, U visa is taking 5 to 6 years, but they made this new rule that if you've been waiting for a while, they will review cases and issue these bona fide determinations. It's like similar to the prima facie approval for VAWAs, right? It means they looked it over on the surface without reviewing it in depth. It looked good. So the bona fide determination means you can apply for a work permit. If you're waiting for U visa and you get the bona fide determination, you can file for the work permit. How long it takes, I don't know. They delayed even that. Somebody, MS Go tries asking, after VAWA is approved, how long do you wait for a green card? We just had one case where the VAWA was approved in October 2021. Today we received a letter for the green card interview. So from October, about 8 months, and that's on the average a good number. 8 months from the date your VAWA was approved to the green card adjudication date, approximately, okay? How long is NVC, National Visa Center, taking to give appointments when all the paperwork is done? I'm waiting for the appointment. Depends on what country your consulate is in. Some are taking a super long time. Some are super quick. Others allow you to pick a date. They allow you to go into this, like their calendar, and pick a date that's good for you. It depends. So a few months. It's not overnight. Then Ademium Khan is asking, do I need a travel document to travel as an asylee, or can I use my home country passport to travel? You need both. You need to use your home country passport plus apply using Form I-131 for the refugee travel document, and have both when you're traveling and coming back to the States. My friend, US born citizen, and her parents are in India. If she files for them, how long? About a year to a year and a half. But India is also very backed up. How long will it take for a spouse petition, I-130 marriage petition, for somebody who's just a green card holder? About 2 years, okay? How long guardianship takes? It depends on where you are, what state, what county. It depends. Zul Mali is asking, she applied, or yeah, I think it's a she. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I applied for a work permit based on VAWA since 2020. I never received it. How can I do? You have to wait for your VAWA to be approved. It takes about 3 years on the average. I just got something approved quick, but that's not like the rule. It's more like the exception to the rule. So you might have to wait for the VAWA to be approved, and then you'll get the work permit. Somebody wants to visit our office. USCIS is back to normal. You can come and visit us by calling us first and arranging an in-person consultation. We are seeing people in person. 718, my phone number, the office phone number, not my personal number, obviously, is for you two people on the bottom of the screen. But for TikTok, it's in my bio, and it's 718-769-6352. By the way, on TikTok, I cannot put our phone number on our videos. We have to always tell them to look in the bio, because I keep getting the TikTok robot giving me violations for illegal activities when I give my phone number. It thinks I'm releasing private information. It's so weird. Somebody whose name is Exit Gabe says, application was denied. Lawyer appealed decision 2 years ago. American spouse dies. Now what? Now you file the I-360 petition for the widower or widow. How long time does the 10-year green card marriage case take? So I'm assuming you're asking removal of conditions, I-751. We were just checking online, and it takes as little as 14 months to 25 months. N400 is the application for U.S. citizenship. Is it really taking 1 year and counting? Yeah, they're very delayed with everything. My application for the U visa was filed in 2017, says Sunny USA. U visa was filed in 2017. How long should I wait? Usually takes 5 to 6 years. And they're very delayed on the U visas. I don't know. It's like worse than everything else, believe it or not. I don't know why. Kamuji says hello to my favorite lawyer and favorite time. Halani on YouTube says NVC, my DQ. I don't know what that means. How long will they take my interview in Mumbai for immigrant visa? It's been 7 months. They're very delayed. I don't know what to tell you. Joseph says, is it possible for somebody's lawyer to know about final decision on individual hearing on asylum before they go to court? No, there's no way to find out. You usually find out either in court or like if you talk to the TA, the trial attorney, the night before. You can talk to them what their position is, but the final decision is only made by the judge, and you don't get to know that until you go to court and talk to the judge. Kanma is asking, how many times are you called for biometrics when filing for VAWA? Sometimes 2. VAWA is 1, and I-485 and work permit is 2, but sometimes it's more. Jonathan is saying, good morning, Marina. My wife's petition was approved last May 31, 2022, so that means it was approved 2 weeks ago. Sad to say, I didn't indicate if it's going to be consular processing or adjustment of status. They want me to file I-824. Can you help me? Yes, call us. My phone number is 718-769-6352. We will help you figure this out. Maria says, I appreciate your show so much. What do I do if I moved before I got a receipt letter? You have to change your address online, but the best thing to do is to open your My USCIS account. So you go to USCIS, register to get your notifications electronically, put in all your case numbers in there once you get them, and you'll get all the notifications. For now, you can just go online and update your address, and hopefully you did mail forwarding at your old address. You go online and through USPS, United States Post Service, set up mail forwarding based on from the old address that all your mail is forwarded to the new address. Usually it works most of the time. And then don't forget to do My USCIS accounts. You're getting all your notifications. Everybody's saying everything is so delayed. Is there a way to speed up the interview? For now, no. Good morning, says the dream, my follower. Somebody on TikTok is saying okay. A lot of comments coming in. Good morning, Marina. Good morning. I applied for a work permit with a U visa bona fide since September 2021. How long it's taking? I don't know. It's really delayed, like 2 years for some people. I'm a green card holder. I applied for my spouse in December 2019. Still waiting. How long it's going to take? You might have to wait a couple more months at least. Have you heard? Have you heard about TPS for Cameroon? Yes, in the beginning of the show, I mentioned that anybody who's from Cameroon and was inside America as of April 14th can file. So give us a call. We'll be happy to file it for you. If you were already inside US as of April 14th, you're getting TPS. You're good if you're from Cameroon. Some people are saying they applied for a work permit and got it within a month. That's amazing. How long after fingerprinting do you have to wait? A few months usually, and it depends on what kind of a case you have. Kanma is asking, does the I-485 biometrics cover the I-765, the work permit? Yes, it does. So after the I-485 biometrics, when do you get work permit? How long does it take to get a work permit? If you file based on marriage, you go to uscis.gov, case processing times. I pull down the work permit form, which is I-765. So I choose from the drop-down menu the form I-765 application for employment authorization. The category is based on, it's like a long list here. Pending I-485 adjustment application, field office. Let's assume you're in the Vermont Service Center. Vermont Service Center takes 10 months for the work permit. Texas Service Center takes 15 months, 1-5, so a year and 3 months for your work permit. So this depends who is processing your work permit. Look on your I-765 receipt notice. In the bottom left corner, you will see who is handling it, which service center is handling your work permit. Adiyam Khan is asking, as an asylee with PRC, with LPR, so you got your green card. How long does it take to file for citizenship? After you get your green card, look on the date. The date on the green card says resident since. From that date, you wait 5 years and you can file for US citizenship. Usually, the date on your green card is actually a little bit earlier than the date when you were approved for the green card because you were asylee. People who file based on asylum get 1 year, like expediting kind of the date you became a green card holder. All right. What are some ways if you have a B1, B2 visa and I'm in the US to get a green card with marriage? The green card with marriage is one, asylum is another. If you are still in status with a B1, B2 visa, you could go through a work visa process, but that's going to be the hardest of everything. What should I do if I haven't gotten my work permit yet, but I was approved since July 21 for DACA? I don't know. It's a problem that you're waiting this long. You should find out. Did you file for the work permit? It might not come automatically. You had to file the form I-765. And if you did, and it's been this long, you should call them and ask to expedite it. How long does the I-130 take for Pakistan? Okay, let's look on the list here. I-130 petition. If you're a U.S. citizen filing for a spouse, and your service center is, let's say, Vermont. I don't know what service center is handling yours. It's 15 months to process. So, like approximately 15 months. California is taking 9.5 months. It depends where you filed and in what category. So some service centers are longer than others. I applied for a green card. So Deep NYP B06 says, I applied for a green card form, New York, and it's in Texas Service Center. 30 months transferred to Nebraska 4 months ago. Yeah, they're really delayed. I really cannot help much with anything that you guys are, legitimately asking that your stuff is so delayed, what to do. The only thing that we can help you with is if somebody's sick, there's medical hardship, or for work permits, they're expediting for people in the healthcare industry or anything that helps with COVID. Like if you are if work in a pharmacy or a hospital, if you're like taking care of somebody in somebody's home, like a home attendant, they will expedite for some people. That's the only thing. I mean, I hear you. I'm just as frustrated as all of you guys with the delays, but we really cannot do much about it. They're taking as long as they're taking, I know it's very frustrating. How do you update your address with U Visa? You have to go on their website. First of all, anybody that has a pending case in process with USCIS, please open my USCIS account with them. Add all of your case receipt numbers, each case you file, like the U Visa application or the I-485 or the I-130 or the I-765, the work permit. Each has a form number and a case number. It's called receipt number. Add all of your receipt numbers to my USCIS and you'll get all the updates in there. You can also change your address using that. It's really very convenient. Now, there is a way to change your address online, uscis.gov. You go right to the website, uscis.gov. You type in change of address. It takes you to another page where how to change your address, it's called, okay? And then it gives you the options. You can do it through your online account. You can file a form. You can call them. You can do it online. So there's a lot of options for changing your address. How can you get a green card from the U visa. You have to hold the U visa for 3 years, and then you got to go back and file for a green card and show once again about your case, how you cooperated, and all that. All right. I don't know how long actually the Ciudad Juarez, how long for the appointment? So you go to consulate, visa waiting times, okay? And you go to visa appointment waiting times. You drop down from the menu and you choose, which one is it? Ciudad Juarez for visitor visa, student visa, non-immigrant visa. Non-immigrants are fast. Immigrant visas are taking a really long time, and it doesn't even tell you how long. So I don't even know right now. It's just very delayed. Will the DMV extend my driver's license if I file for the work permit extension? Depends. Some places do, some places don't. It depends on the state. How long does it take for the fiancé visa? I go to the website for processing times. I get the I-129 from the menu, I-129F, petition for alien fiancé. Okay, and let's pick a service center. Let's say you have the Texas service center. It takes about 12 and a half months right now for the fiancé visa in the Texas service center. So give it another month or two just in case. If you lived in the U.S. illegally for more than 10 years, are you able to be a citizen and travel? Ask MF Angie. Okay, if you live here more than 10 years, you've never been deported, you've never been arrested, you're a person of good moral character, and you have kids who are born here, and the kids have a medical problem, yes, in that case, yes, you can get a green card through the court, immigration court, and that's called cancellation of removal. All right, so the next question is from Halani on YouTube. My civil documents were accepted by NDC. How long to wait at the Mumbai embassy? It's been already 6 months. It's very delayed in India. It's taking a long time. It's going to take some time. Ibrahim Komar says, hi, ma'am. NVC after civil documents submitted. How long does it take? Same question. Crazy. A few months. I don't know exactly how long. Jonathan says, can my wife travel here in the USA? Jonathan. Jonathan asked me earlier that he filed for his wife, the I-130. Can she travel here? I don't know if she is in the United States or not. If she's inside the United States, she can travel around the United States, no problem. If she is not here, she's overseas, I'm not sure they're going to let her inside, knowing there's a family immigrant petition pending for her. All right. D. Fort Dagobert is asking how long to move the deportation after the finish to designing. I have no idea what you're asking. Mani Kumar says, hello, my I-765 is pending and it's been 323 days. Can you please let me know when I can expect it? I don't know. Soon. I don't know exactly how long it will take. These things are super delayed. I have a work permit expired in 2019. Can I renew my work permit with VAWA? Yes, you can. You can file to get a new work permit with VAWA, even if your old one expired in 2019. Junior is asking, my mother, who's a U.S. citizen, filed for my sister who's married. Her case was approved, but was told there's no visa available. How long to wait, and should we wait? If you missed the beginning of the show, Douglas or somebody was asking about this kind of a question. The visa bulletin says people who filed for married kids, F3 category, they're now working on November 2008. And if you filed recently, that means you have to wait 14, 15 years for the visa to be available. There's quotas in this category. And the quota won't come for another few years, unfortunately. All right. Daisy saying, my son is petitioning for me. My priority date is June 2019. How long I have to wait? By now, you should be already being called for either an interview or your green card if you're overseas. And Joseph says, thank you so much for your help. I'm finishing up here and wrapping up. Goma is saying, I filed for my husband on February 24th, 2002 or 22. I hope it's 22. How long will it take to come to the United States? About a year and a half, 2 years maybe. Okay, how long? Okay, I'm going to finish up with TikTok and we'll be done today because I'm running out of steam. All right. How long after the interview will it take to get the oath ceremony scheduled? It depends, Jackie, where you are. In New Jersey, for example, sometimes they schedule you for the oath ceremony the same day. Okay. And in some other places. In New York, you wait 3-4 months sometimes or a few weeks because in New York, it's so busy that they fill up the ceremony room. As soon as they fill that up, they go to the next date. They fill that up, they go to the next date. So many people are applying for citizenship. For them to have a space in a ceremony room for you in New York, it takes a few months sometimes. In other places where a lot less people are applying, they have the resources, they do it later that day. So it depends. It depends on a lot. Okay, after approval of documents, I'm sorry. Same question. Which website do I have to use to change your address for U visa? USCIS.gov. USCIS website. And then you change your address there and you call USCIS too with your case number. How long does it take to file for mom and dad? If you are a U.S. citizen and filing for your parents, about a year and a half. What happens if I filed for my naturalization, U.S. citizenship, before residence expired and now it's expired? Nothing. You don't have to do anything. You're fine. Even if your green card expired, your status didn't expire, so don't worry. I'm an asylum pending. Oh my God, it just jumped. I'm an asylum pending status. Can I apply for citizenship on basis of my study for bachelor's finance? If you have a sponsor, it depends. I don't think so because when you have asylum pending, it's not a real status. So usually you cannot get a work visa or work green card from that. There's a question from your liquor friend. Will they waive the adjustment of status interview for somebody that had their K1 visa approved? Not always. Sometimes they waive it and sometimes they don't. So if you had one interview for your K1 visa already, now you're inside the United States, you got married, you filed for a green card adjustment of status, and the time comes for an interview, you might have one, or they'll just waive your physical interview. I've seen it both ways, so it's hard to say. Okay. My son is 3 years old and we are U.S. citizens. Is there any way to do faster to get my wife a visa? No, it's about the same. It's going to take you like a year and a half, approximately, plus or minus. I petitioned for my sisters in 2013. Why is this process so long? I'm a citizen. Because they decided the quotas for siblings of U.S. citizens are super small. So as of right now, the F4 category, brothers and sisters of adult U.S. citizens, I go to travel.state.gov, today's visa bulletin for this month, for June, and I'm seeing that in your category for your sisters, they're looking at March 2007. So they're still about 6 years away from your sister's case, approximately. So you're going to have to wait about 6 more years. All right. Okay. What happens when you apply for the I-130 and K3 together? I don't know. I mean, we haven't done the K3 in a long time, so the I-130 might move faster. I don't know. Somebody applied for a spouse petition in March 2022, hasn't heard anything from them. If you haven't received a receipt notice for your I-130 since March, you should have received something that looks like it. It says notice of action, receipt notice. It's going to have your case number. It's going to have all the dates on it. And that's a problem. You should call USCIS and have them look for it because it's a big problem that you still haven't heard from them, okay? I'm a U.S. citizen and engaged to a Honduran person. Can I help him get any legal status? Is he here? Did he enter without a visa? That's going to be hard. If he is overseas, you can file for a K-1 visa for him. Guys, listen, there's a lot of questions. I suggest you call our office, 718-769-6352. Our consultations are paid, fully paid, no free consultations. We have a bunch of lawyers, a team of lawyers who are here to help you, answer your questions, address all your problems. Give us a call to schedule, and we'll be happy to help you. I'm running out of steam today. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more news. Next Friday, I'm going to skip. I have a personal appointment, but the following Friday, I'll be with you. I'll see you in 2 weeks on Friday. Happy weekend, TGIF. Be well. Call our office for a paid consultation to address your personal situation. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye. All right.